Grateful for him. So, everybody, thank you for being here this Sunday. Thanks for investing your time with me. Welcome to the Mitch Race podcast. I am Mitch Race. I help younger men build value and seasoned men regain clarity by rebuilding the self image that drives their decisions, confidence, and income. And today we're going to talk about 5 core ideas for self image reconstruction. I thought this would be a good idea to kind of just go over some of the basic ideas, at least 5 of the core ideas, which contribute to one's self image reconstruction. As you know, self image is how we see ourselves, self esteem is how we feel about who we are and what we do. And both of those are connected, and there is great value in understanding these ideas. So today's topic bridges actually two distinct generations of men who, despite different stages, both struggle with identity driven performance. There is a struggle that takes place between the ages of in your 20s to your 50s plus. Um, and it's about identity. So, what I really want to do is focus on some clarity today. I really want to gain some momentum and put together some actionable advice to help you explore reconstructing your self image, which is so vital in your career and in anything that you do. So, why? Why are the highest achieving men often the most insecure? Why are the highest achieving men often the most insecure? Whether you're 22 starting your career or 55 reassessing your legacy or your path in life, the culprit isn't lack of skill. It's a broken self-image. In looking back in my own career to my own career, delving into my personal observations and in meetings and talks with men in their 20s or so to 55 or so, the 20s lack direction, have a lot of imposter syndrome, trying to build value from scratch. And I would say that this is natural and not too different from when I was searching for direction, meaning, growth, validation, etc., etc. At that stage, you're sort of sifting through a 10,000 piece puzzle box and for as many of the right pieces that seem to fit and will help you make enough sense of what it all kind of like looks like at the end. You're hoping so. Men in their 50s lack clarity, feel seasoned but stagnant, and are trying to regain clarity after achieving but losing passion. At one point in my career, I began to get restless. My mind started to wander around that time, and I was looking for more, but wasn't sure what that meant. I did a lot of passion. I did feel a loss of passion and stagnation, which led me down a critical entrepreneurial path, which really changed my life. So I wasn't really sure what I was looking for again, just to repeat with some clarity, but um, I knew that I wanted more. And I had experienced that deep loss of passion for what I was doing and why I was doing it. And just really felt like I was in doldrums and just needed to kind of break out. So grab your notebooks and your pens, and I hope so far you're getting value because we're going to go into these 5 core ideas for self image reconstruction. And the first of those ideas is identity determines decision. And you want to call this the I am belief. You don't have a work problem. You're not lazy and you're not incompetent and you're not incapable. You have an identity problem. You have an I am belief problem. You have a self belief problem and you act in alignment with who you believe you are. If you think you're a struggling newbie, so if you're in your 20s and that's kind of like what you're thinking, or a has been, 55, whatever, around that mark, you will make poor, low value decisions based on who you believe you are. The second core idea is external validation is a trap. We're going to call this the mirror test. Both of these groups, both 20s and 50s, both groups look for external validation, approval, money, titles, compliments to feel worthy. True confidence is generally, excuse me, true confidence is generated internally, not gathered externally. Stop letting your bank account define your mood. Number three, this idea: post past victories versus future potential. The replay method. At 22, you have capacity, but no track record. Focus on building value by learning skills. At 55, around there again, you have a track record, but you're resting on your laurels. Focus on rediscovering passion by taking new risks. That's exactly what I did when I was going through my changes with my career around 50. I figured I don't have anything at all to lose. And 50 is a great age, by the way, but you don't have anything to lose. You have everything to gain. Take a risk, take a chance. It may change your life because it did change my life. The next concept is this idea of tall comings. You're going to redefine it versus shortcomings. Okay, we're not going to talk about our shortcomings. We're going to shift our focus. So this is going to be called the focus shift. We focus too much on what we lack. Here's a key idea: actively inventory and high five your own strengths. Acknowledge your accomplishments to build conviction, which fuels your confidence. When you focus on your shortcomings, you focus on lack, and that can lead to scarcity thinking. It was one of the first things that became pervasive after my image crisis in Vegas a few years ago, which was working to short circuit my self belief, and almost did. Number five, rebuild the look to align with the aim. Your self image is visual. If you look sloppy, you feel sloppy. You decide sloppily, whether it's 22 or 55. Upgrading your physical presentation, your grooming, your style immediately signals to your brain that you are worth investing in, which increases confidence. I've always heard this saying: don't dress for the job that you want, dress for the career that that you want to have. Something like that. I might be paraphrasing it. But yeah, don't dress for the job that you're looking for. Don't dress for the job you're looking for. Dress for the career that you want to have. That was one of the first valuable lessons that I learned, and that made a very, very big difference, I believe, in determining where I was going to be, because that positioned me perfectly for purpose, because I was in the right place around the right people at the right time, which allowed me to get into the right rooms and achieve success, and to find, ultimately, to find my purpose and my life's work, which is now what I'm engaged in, while still having a fruitful career. So let's kind of like, now that we gained some kind of momentum, let's go towards some actionable steps. And let's call this your Monday morning blueprint. So it starts here. You're going to get this blueprint for your Monday morning so you can take some actionable steps and, and actually try this out and make a success out of this thing for yourself. So for the 22-year-old, around there again, 2220. This week, find one person who is 5 years ahead of you and ask for like a 15-minute coffee, a little light lunch or something like that. And you're going to chat. Ask them to chat about their early mistakes. Don't ask for a job, ask for wisdom. Don't ask for a job, ask for wisdom. For the 55-year-old, this Sunday, write down 3 things that you're incredibly good at and that you're not currently using in your career. And ask, how can you leverage one of those to shake up your current routine? Because I guarantee you, if you look, and you don't have to look that far, whatever's blocking you, there might be something blocking you from that search. But look, because you're going to figure it out. And once you do, those skills that have been quietly maybe hidden away, or the skills that you really do have that you just don't trust anymore, you're going to reignite those, and you're going to add on to them, and it's going to make you so much more valuable. It's going to bring you so much more value. So in concluding, I just want to say this: your self-image is the engine of your income and your clarity. And men, you're not defined by what you produce. You are defined by how you see yourselves. Rebuild your image, and your value will follow. If you got great value from this, I hope that you'll subscribe and connect. Reach out to me for a personalized strategy. I'm more than willing to help. And this has been 5 core ideas for self-image reconstruction. I am going to go and check out your comments because I do see you. I know you're out there. And I want to thank you again for being here in the podcast. Thanks again for coming out on a Sunday and then again, investing your time with me. I give you back your Sunday. And I hope you all have a spectacular and amazing and iconic Sunday doing whatever it is that you do. And I'll see you again really, really, really soon. Take care, everybody.